Okay, and we're back. So, well, just want to say something first, okay? There's good news and there's bad news, okay? Well, there's a couple of news, okay? So first of all, tomorrow is my last day working at the college, okay? So I'll be free after that, okay? Um, I'm not really looking forward. I'm not looking for a job in the near future, like because I want to take the test first. So like the test is in December, so I'll probably be free until then a bit. Okay, just that I want to say that I'm gonna do a lot of study stream. Okay, I'll try to look for remote work, but if not, like I say, I'm not looking forward for it. Okay, I'll do it in the beginning uh of the new year. Okay, so until then, I think I'm free. Okay, if I found a remote work, then I'll just focus on that. Okay, now that aside, I want to say this good. Here comes the good news and bad news. Okay, so the bad news is that it seems that at first I thought that only my Wi-Fi have some problems. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, but it turns out there's another problem, which is my PC, one of the hard disks, is faulty, and that's where I keep all my games. So, and that's basically my newest hard disk. Okay, like it have 4 TB and only 3 T, only less than 300 gig is used. So there's quite a lot of space, and I think I'm gonna get the warranty. Because it's still within the 2-year warranty phase, so I should try and get it as soon as possible. Because I tried a couple of ways, use tools to fix it, and it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I'll need to send it back to the shop. So that's the bad news. Okay, so I might be taking a couple of days. Well, the worst thing it will happen is that they'll say that they'll need to send it for repairs and just remove the hard disk. Okay, and another thing that I would like to say is that I might be having trouble. So I can still stream, but I just can't play those games. Okay, and another thing is that if that's the case, I do have a backup hard disk, okay, that I can use. So leaving all that thing aside, so maybe tomorrow I'm free because remember I can't access my that hard disk, which is when my Persona 4 is there. I was thinking of streaming Persona 4, but I can't. So since I can't access it, I think maybe I'll be streaming Steins tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Okay. But I can't, like I say, I can't give a clear answer because tomorrow because tomorrow's my last day. So I can't come late, okay, and stuff. Because normally when I come late, I'll stay late in a couple of days in the week to make it up for it. It is a bit flexible. So in other words, I think I have to be there for the whole time. Okay. Well, with that said, let's play some Steins Gate. Okay. And now, basically, we are at a point that we are going to go on a date with Luca. And and Okabe, he's a straight guy, so can't really blame him. Okay, so he's well, you can't force a guy to like a guy or like a girl. Okay, so if he's not interested in guy, so let's just leave it be. Okay, because if he fall in love with Lukako now as a girl, he's scared that he's gonna bring the emotion back to when he turned her back into a guy. Okay, so that's the biggest dilemma that he has now. But it seems a bit homophobic if you ask me, a bit. Okay. Okay, we leave to meet tomorrow morning. Then I quickly leave the shrine behind. I breathe a sigh of relief at the sparsity of pedestrian on Mansebashi Bridge. I don't think that this is the real bridge in Akihabara. Maybe the name. Well, Lucy is walking behind me. she was completely useless.
結局付き合うことになったの？まあ漆原さんのリアクション見てたらなんとなく予想はつくけど。
お前見ていたのか？
岡部が見てろと言ったんだろ。
Oh yeah. I was expecting her to give me advice. Guess I should have known better.
明日デートだそうだ。
Makes a small nasal sound. She hasn't been making eye contact.
狂気のマッドサイエンティストさんって女子高生とデートしたりするのね。ちっとも狂気じゃないな。
Damn you, Kurisu. Must you always be so cynical? Are you the one to talk? Let's just ignore her and get to the lab. But just as I quicken my pace, she grabs my shoulder and pulls me back. I almost fall backward.
何をする？
ごめん。ちょっとイライラしてて言い方がきつくなった。
There comes the dede. Kurisu doesn't tell me what she's irritated about. Instead, she starts rubbing her temple.
あんたはまゆりを助けるためにこの選択をしたのよね。私も考え方を切り替える。で、明日デートするにしてもプランはあるの？
Be at the lab. I told Lukaku I'll come up with something by tomorrow. So far, I've made no progress. I can't help but feel uneasy about the whole thing, even though I'm doing it to save Mayuri.
どうなのよ。
This calls for whole in Kyoma.
助手よ。お前に一言言っておく。アイザック・ニュートンと同じく IQ170 に生まれついたこの俺、法王院京馬は狂気のマッド。
それで
And?
当然マッドサイエンティストである以上、興味があるのは女よりも研究であり、世界を影で操る支配構造の破壊、混沌の創造であり。
Let Mayuri die then if you like chaos so much.
どう見ても童貞です。本当にありが今のは聞かなかったことにして。
おのれ、この女子風情がよくもズケズケと真実をついてくれたな。
Oh, it is. He's
絶対だ。
admitting it.
ごめん。
大体そういうお前はどうなのだ？俺に講義を垂れるほどにデート経験は豊富なのか？
I don't miss Christina's grimace.
それ見ろ。お前だって勉強や研究に明け暮れてそういった経験はゼロなのだろう。遠いアメリカの地で寂しい青春時代を送ってきたのだろう。
うるさい。バージンで悪いか。
秋葉の中心でバージンと叫ぶ18歳天才少女か。
18-year-old genius girl. They left that out. I wouldn't be surprised to see it plastered across the blogosphere. Thankfully, it's early morning, and there are still a few pedestrians grinning at Kurisu.
場所を変えるわよ。
Kurisu starts to hurry away.
女の子との初デートで重要なのは相手に与える印象をいかに良くするかである。
メイクインニャンニャン。
不潔な格好は論外。特に髪はきちんと散髪すること。長髪は汚らしく見えるので NG。 服装に関してもぴったり合ったサイズのものを着ていくこと。特に秋葉系の男子は大きめのサイズの服を好んで着ている傾向にあるが、これはだらしなく見えるので良くない。
Why exactly am I in a maid cafe getting a date advice from my younger assistant, who is also a girl? And let me guess, she's reading from a phone?
初デートではお互いに緊張していることもあって会話が途切れがち。重要なのは
Or maybe
会
a
話のキャッ
magazine?
チボール。一方的に話すだけでは相手が楽しいはずがない。特に女性は会話をするのが大好きなので、むしろ男性は女性の話を聞く側に回ってあげるべき。
Becky. for Maishi's sake, right? Maybe it's irresponsible of me to say that you don't have to be to act like a bad guy.
ただ聞くだけではなく、きちんと相槌を打つことが必要。そうすることで女性は話をちゃんと聞いてくれる人だと思うはず。
はず。
つまり、いつも通りの岡部じゃ全く話にならないってことね。とりあえず、普通に喋ることから始めると。
Where is she reading the advice from?
そもそもあんたって女の子に優しくないのよね。普段の物言いが尊大すぎる。というか、偉そうでムカつく。電波妄想も垂れ流すし。
Wait, I feel funny in that. Okay, because my looking at the preview, it seems like my eyes are closed all the time. Maybe it's a bad habit.
デートマニュアル本を音読しているだけの文在で上から目線はやめろ。このメリケン少女めが。
Since neither of us know anything about romance, we're studying out of a dating manual we bought on the way here.
誰がメリケン少女だ？
お前以外に誰がいる？
はいはい、童貞オツ。知ってる？一度も侵入を許していない砦は頼もしくて、一度も侵入に成功しない兵士は頼りないっていう格言。
Oh my god.
それは格言じゃないだろう。というか、低レベルな争いにおいて勝ち誇るな。
確かに。
Disgusting.
なんだか虚しくなってきた。でも、このデートマニュアルって結構面白いこと書いてあるな。
Yes? Please flip through the manual on top of the table.
自分はさりげなく車道側を歩くとか、女の子にお金を出させるのは現金とか。いい？これ、明日のデートで全部守らないとダメよ。
I don't think Okabe can remember all of that. I wonder if I can really be that careful.
あとは、清潔なハンカチを持っていくこと。女の子が公園のベンチに座るときはすぐに広げてあげること。
Seriously?
俺は世話係ではない。
そう書いてあるんだからしょうがないでしょ。
I think that part you can skip a bit.
ご飯は立ち食いそばとかファーストフードは避ける。ファミレスがボーダーライン。それ以上は自分の財布の中身と相談して。
ファミレスがボーダーライン。
Where are the family restaurants in Akiba?
待ち合わせ場所には最低15分前には来ておくこと。遅刻厳禁。
Yeah, but coming to me, Kevin, I think that's the need itself because like, why are you looking at other girls when I'm here?
15分前到着。
Oh.
あとはデートコースね。映画館とか美術館、街をブラブラ歩く食事っていうのが無難らしい。
なるほど。意外と地味なんだな。俺はてっきり初デートというぐらいだから、夕焼けの綺麗なリゾート風海岸へ行き、そこでファーストキスを交わさなければならないこと。
I think Chris is gonna get blushed around with his statement.
あ、それすごくロマンチック。じゃなくて、童貞思考全開だな。ドラマや漫画の見過ぎ。
お前もな。
ちなみに相手は未成年なんだから、ホテルに連れ込もうなんて不潔なこと考えないでよ。
And he's gonna say he's going to be a guy.
それはない。
That way lie forbidden lust. Now, the thing is, Okabe is still a minor because in Japan, 20 is the age of adulthood. So, if I know Okabe is 19. Not to mention Lukaku is such an innocent girl. If I brought her to a hotel, she'd probably faint from shock.
ま、ざっとこんなところね。どう？私のレクチャー、少しは役に立った？
You were just reading from a manual.
お前のレクチャーではなく、マニュアル本のレクチャーだろ。
Thank you. Anyway, strolling around town counts as a date, huh? In that case, I don't have to waste money.
にゃにゃ。今日誰かとデートするのかにゃ？
Oh. Damn. My password line. Comes to our table carrying drinks.
お待たせしました。 アイスコーヒーになりますにゃん。
Oh my god. Oh my god, I got a bad feeling about this. Kurisu watches this with great interest. I guess this is her first time at a maid cafe?
デート相手はマユシーかにゃん。
No. Paris winks at me playfully while stirring Kurisu's iced coffee.
なぜそこでマユリが出てくるのだ？
はにゃ、違うのかにゃ。じゃあ
Paris looks at Kurisu.
この子なのにゃ。
いや、こいつは助手だ。
Oh, look at her blush just now. Look at her blush just now. And I exchange glare sharper than a sword's blade. I swear sparks are flying.
じゃあ別の子なのにゃ。今日待ってばいろんな子に手を出しすぎたにゃ。
Yep.
ほう、いろんな子に手を出しすぎなのか。
何をバカな。
Well, I guess I did hug Paris. But that was on the 14th. When I timed it to the 12th, it was undone. Not really. I guess, like, it's something that you experience, so you something that you remember, right? Does it count if it didn't happen? Man, we are going through deep psychological question. I mean, philosophical question right now. I will say yes. I shake out pang of loneliness and return to the conversation. The next day finds me strolling around Akiba with Lukako. I feel like, you know, they left out a bit of punctuation for, like, for example, like a comma in there. Like, it's a bit hard for me to read.
次はどこに行きましょうか。
Event 1, lunch at the family restaurant, is already complete. I took care of the bill, and now we're back out in the heat. I got the entire day planned out in my head. The next event is...
街をブラブラするぞ。
Ah, come on! You know, a cheap way is probably like spending time at the game center. It's a one holiday, so Akiba is crowded. To avoid the crowds, we end up walking through the back streets. My plan is to walk with Lukaku all the way to Ueno and Akiba to... let me guess. Okay, Akiba and Ueno is not that far, because I studied at Ueno before. Let me see. 15 minutes? 15 minutes? You want 15 minutes, or like, if you double it, 30 minutes? Okay, give it time, an hour? That's it? How cheap of an asshole are you? I walk quickly. This conversation thing isn't going so well. I tried to follow the guy's advice and be a good listener, but Lukako's silent by nature, she doesn't really start talking on her own. Then you should start the conversation. Even at the family restaurant, the words that we exchanged were mostly like, it's crowded today, it's delicious, and it was delicious. And I think it was a mistake to just wander around. Especially since we ended up in a restaurant. Uh-oh. Lukako speeds up, she's a few steps.
なんだ？
Match your pace! Match your pace! Why do we need to tell you that? Come on, that's like one of the most basic of all. I stop and turn around. Catches up and we start walking together again.
覚えていますか？僕と岡部さんが初めて出会った時のこと。
Oh.
Of course, what I actually remember is how I met the male Lukako. It was during Golden Week in May. I was searching Akiba for materials to build a new future gadget when I saw Lukaku and his Miko garb surrounded by some cameramen.
やめてください。無理です。
お願いします。写真を1枚撮らせてもらうだけでいいんで。そのコスプレ
Low angler.
すごく燃えるっていうか、 ここまで巫女服を着こなしてるレイヤー見たことないし。
これはコスプレじゃなくて。
できれば可愛らしいポーズ取ってもらえるとめちゃ嬉しいんだけど。あ、じゃああれだよ、俺ミコミコオーバードライブのめぐみたん。
ミクミコオーバードライブ。
聞いたー、それ最高。めぐみたん知ってるよね。やってくれないかな。
Tips. Miko Miko Overdrive, a magical girl with 5 Miko girls as the protagonist. Its target audience is adolescent girls, but many men in their 20s like it too. I think you got it wrong. I think it's like 40s. Oh god.
知りません。すみません。
なんでそんな嫌がるわけ？コスプレして秋葉に来たのって写真撮られるためなわけでしょ。なのに嫌が。そうだよ。それとも俺たちがキモいから拒否ってるわけ？
Both.
違います。これはコスプレじゃなくて。
To be honest, the Miko god fascinated me because Miko are sacred, chosen to serve the gods. I know college girls are doing it for money these days, but as far as I'm concerned, that's sacrilege. As is demanding to photograph a secret Miko, I couldn't let it pass.
そこのカメラ小僧ど
なんだよ君。
この俺を知らないだと。
Oh, come on, he's even annoying in a flashback.
神が地上に具現せし灰色の脳細胞の持ち主にして世界に混沌をもたらす狂気のマッドサイエンティストだ。
何こいつ。
You know, I would love it if like, let's beat him up, and then like the two of them say, yeah, beat him up, and then like he got beaten up by these two guys. It would be funny.
マジ吉。
それぐらいでやめておけ。その巫女が嫌がっているだろう。
なんという中二病ですか。かっこよく女の子を助けてセックルに持ち込もうとしてんじゃね。下心見え見え。これだからドキュンは。
What the heck?
ドキュンはお前たちだ。か弱い女子に男二人でまとわりつき天津さえ変態写真を撮りたいと懇願するとはオタクのプライドすら捨てたか。聖なる巫女を怯えさせるカメラ小僧、カメラ小僧などではない。それは単なる変質者だ。お前たちに聖地秋葉を歩く資格はないと知れ。
Holy straight Akima.
なんだと。可愛い三次元女子をローアングルから狙うのはみんなやってるだろ。
Nope.
素人のくせにお高く止まるなって言いたいね。秋葉にコスプレしてきてる時点で無差別に取られても文句言えないでしょ。マジで。
違うんです。僕は男です。
Instantly our jaws dropped to the ground.
だから僕なんかとっても意味ないんですよ。
You a whole new world? The Kaku murmured sadly.
マジで。そんなの嘘だ。こんな可愛い子が男のはずが。
男です。喉仏もあります。
Lifted his chin a bit, exposing his pale neck. Wait, if this is how, then how did this, this timeline, this world line, Lukaku, push them away? That gesture was sexy, but there was indeed a lump on his neck.
じゃあ下もついているんですか。
A whole new world. Nodded reluctantly. He was already crying by that point. So would the cameraman.
なんだよ。紛らわしいな。っていうか男なのに巫女服着てるとかマジ吉だろ。取らなくてよかった。騙された気分だよ。
They left the place mumbling complaints all the while. Those bastards were a disgrace to otaku everywhere. Daru would have said something like, "Someone this girl can't be a girl! こんな可愛い子が男のはずがない!" So you're a trap? Awesome. Daru is a true otaku.
どうもありがとうございました。
ああ、いや。
でも僕みたいな男を助けてがっかりですよね。期待に添えなくてすみません。
お前、名前は？
漆原ルカです。
なぜ俺に謝った？
だって僕こんな顔なのに男だし。
そんなことはどうでもいい。お前が男だろうが女だろうが関係ない。だがその悲願だ根性気に入らないな。
I wonder how, that in this timeline, they thwarted them away.
ついてこい。お前にいいものをやる。そのアイテムさえあればお前は勇気を得るだろう。お前の中に眠る真の力の存在に気づくはずだ。
Let me guess. This is where he gave Samidare to her. Him.
どうした？力が欲しくないのか？
いえ、力ですか？
そうだ。俺はお前に力を与えることができる。さあ、求めろ。欲しろ。力を。カメラ小僧にも負けない。お前だけの力を求めるのだ。
まさかその後武器屋本舗に行ってサミダレを買ってもらえるとは思ってもみませんでした。
Oh, so this is what you mean by 980 yen.
いや。
I didn't expect he'd actually come with me. But when he did, I realized that he had potential. What? That's why I bought him the 980 yen, tax included, Demon Sword. Afterwards, Lukaku and I went through intense training to develop Seishinzanma's school of swordsmanship. In retrospect, I can't believe I said all of that ridiculous stuff. It makes me want to crawl in a hole and hide. Now you realize that.
とてもびっくりしましたけど、でも岡部さんがあの時言ってくれたそんなことはどうでもいいっていう言葉はすごく嬉しかったんです。
So this is what makes, that makes Lukaku fall in love with him.
変ですよね。そんな言葉に感動しちゃうなんて。
Cheeks turn rosy pink. Her blush is too powerful, I have to look away.
でもその言葉があったから、好きになったんです。
Eh? Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. What? Is she saying what I think she's saying? But that Lukaku was the guy. Does that mean I made the guy Lukaku fall in love with me as well? My mind goes blank. Oh my god. By the time I drop her back off at the shrine, I'm worn out physically and mentally. We end up walking for 4 hours straight. Okay. Which was tiring, but my mental exhaustion is greater. In the end, we didn't talk much. What's the point? We just walked.
今日はすごく楽しかったです。
そうか。
Just saying that out of consideration, I can tell that she's forcing a smile. Although the date, I couldn't stop thinking about the time Lukaku fell in love with me, so I barely made any conversation at all. That menu was completely useless. No, you're completely useless. On this world line, Lukaku was the girl from the beginning, so Lukaku's memories when we first met might be inconsistent with mine. But even with that consideration, Lukaku's story still fell out of place.
それでは
fidgets as she whispers.
なんだ
Tomorrow, again.
そのまた明日。
え
He wants to go on a date again tomorrow? I mean, we're a couple and we're going out, and that means we like each other, and it's summer break right now, so it's natural to go on a date every day.
明日も岡部さんと一緒にいたいです。
Round 2!
どうも
Wait, they could finish her time leap machine by now? Hopefully so. If not, then it's gonna be a lot of trouble because if that's the case, then you know, Okabe can't, you know, time leap again.
ダメですか？
ダメなんてことはない本当に
よかった。
Lukako smiles again. She looks so happy and relieved. Seeing her like this makes incomprehensible feelings well up inside me.
それじゃあまた明日。
I feel a huge weight on my shoulders. Another date tomorrow? Tomorrow.
トゥットゥルー、おかえり。
Uh-oh. Bad news. Daru's angry.
リア充は死ね。
When I return to the lab, I greeted by Mayu's smile and Daru's pure hatred.
まさか中二病のオカリンに彼女ができるとか飯まずってレベルじゃねえぞ。
Ugh.
ルカちゃんとのデートはどうだった？
まあなんとかステージクリアしたかも
After they like, say, we're doing it tomorrow. Go on, Ryaju. Again.
ねえねえ、あさってのコミマ、ルカちゃんとオカリンでコスプレカップルとして出てみようって思ったりしないかな？
No.
オカリンからもね、彼氏としてルカちゃんを説得してほしいな。マユシーがどれだけお願いしてもね、ちっとも OK してくれないんだよ。
Can't blame her.
でもラブラブなオカリンからお願いされたらね、きっとコロって OK すると思うんだ。
断る
なんで？
Because Komiwa is on the 15th. Mayuri is fated to die on that day, on that night. How am I supposed to spend the hours before her death cosplaying at Komima?
正直なところデートの面白さがさっぱり理解できない
ゲーオカリンてめえ、それは世の中の童貞諸君を敵に回す発言だぞ。謝れ、童貞に謝れ。
だって考えてみろ、相手にひたすら気を使い気まずい中で2人で歩き回って食事をして帰る。どうだ、
Yeah.
面白い要素があるか？
Kinda?
オカリン、そんなこと言うとね、ルカちゃんが悲しむよ。
Mayuri expression is uncharacteristically serious.
好きな人と一緒にいるだけでね、女の子は幸せなんだよ。満足なんだよ。男の子はそうじゃないのかな。だとしたらマユシーは寂しいです。
Why would that make some Mayuri sad?
オカリンがマイノリティなんだよ。つうかデートって言えばエロイベントたくさんあんだろう。
Serious, that's all you think
お
about.
前は実にバカだな。
何言ってんだよ。手をつなぐとかマジエロくね？腕を組んでおっぱいを肘に当ててんのよ状態とかエロすぎっしょ。
Oh god.
そしてデートの終わりにはキスして締めだろ。チキショー、リア充のバカ。
Let's see. I didn't kiss her. Oh, then it's fine.
エロゲーのやりすぎだ。
ねえねえ、ルカちゃんはいつからオカリンのことを好きだったのかな？
最初から
いつからってそれは。
とてもびっくりしましたけど、でも
岡部さんがあの時言ってくれたそんなことはどうでもいいっていう言葉はすごく嬉しかったんです。その言葉があったから、だから好きになったんです。
I think back on what she said. Something still feels off about her story. I said that Luka's gender didn't matter. I remember that clearly. I didn't say that because Lukaku... But didn't I say that because Lukaku was a guy?
そうだ。そうだよ。変だ。
Now I know what feels out of place. I wouldn't have said that to a female Lukaku. So why does this Lukaku remembers what I said back then? I recall what happened with fairies.
思い出したにゃ。フェイリスが叶えたのは10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ。
Yeah, this part where she somehow remembered the original timeline is shocking. Paris regained her memories from before she sent the email. Could Lukaku too have remembered the previous word line where she was a guy? That would explain everything. However, she remembers that event and she said like she liked me for it. So, did Lukaku like me even when she was a guy? I think I need to check this out. The next morning, I head to shrine to meet Lukaku. She's already waiting in the courtyard. When she sees me, she smiles and waves her hand. Too cute. Mark! Roses!
おはようございます。
なあ、うん。
Please don't tell me that you're doing it right off the bat.
今日はその
Please don't do it. Don't do it off the bat.
それより、ルカ子。
God damn, you dance!
はい。
I make up my mind and throw out this question.
お前には男だった頃の記憶。
Oh, come on! Lukaku twitches for a moment, and then she hangs her head.
そんなことありません。
本当に
Lukaku just nods stiffly. I consider a more possible approach, but the words of dating manual blaze up in my head. Whatever you do, don't make the girl sad. You might get dumped. If I get dumped, then what will happen to our 4-day agreement? Lukaku might refuse to turn back into a guy. No, Lukaku's not like that. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance, so I'm sure no matter what I say, she'll turn back. Or is it naive of me to think that? Either way, even though I'm doing this to save Mayuri, I can't just trample on Lukaku's pure maidenly heart. Just like nicely talk to her, like for example, like, hey, can you repeat those words again that describe what happened before? And I think that she would probably like, you know, explain back to her proper to us properly. Neither of us speaks. Mutual distrust, suspicion, discomfort. One word could shatter our temporary relationship. Lukaku is the first to break the suffocating silence.
ごめんなさい。今日のデートを中止にしましょう。
Lukaku bows her head and goes back into the shrine office. I heard her. I feel guilty, but at the same time, I relieve. I hate myself for it. Instead of returning to the lab, I stand on the bridge in front of the station and gaze blankly at the stream of people. Wait. Fairies might be visiting the lab? Let me see. Mo! なぜこのようなのが起きるのかわからない。このようなSo, Fairies was at the lab on this day when I first came to the world line. My actions shouldn't have influenced Mayuri's, so she should have called Fairies over to show her costume. Right now, I don't want to see anybody. I need to think. But try as I might, no ideas come, no solution. Lukaku agreed to go back to being a guy if I went with her for a time. I stayed faithful to that, so faithful how? I just made a huge mistake back there. I've done nothing but make Lukaku sad. Tomorrow is the 15th, the day Komima opens, the day Mayuri dies. At the very least, I need to make our relationship last until that evening. Tomorrow is the end. But I'm not confident I can show Lukaku a fun time. Alright, so instead of fussing over a date, I just try something that won't make Lukaku sad. The next morning, after Mayuri and Daru has left for Ariake, I went to the shrine to pick up Lukaku. We hop onto the train at Akiba station. When she looks askance at me, I tell her we're going to see Mayuri. Today, it won't just be the two of us. I don't know what to say when we're alone. I'm afraid I'll just hurt her again. It's time to try something different. When we got off the train at Tokyo Big Sight, Lukaku stares in wonder at the scene spread before her. People. People as far as the eye can see. Welcome to Komima, the Otaku Festival. It's the first day, so Big Sight's more crowded than usual. This is my plan, to take look. Seriously, I'm not making her cosplay, of course. Lukaku wouldn't even do it at Mayuri's request, and I don't want to force her to do anything so she doesn't want to. We're just here to look and have fun. The first order of business is to hook up with Mayuri and Daru. Those two live and breathe Komima, so I'm sure they'll have a lot to talk about. Conversations will flow, and I'll be off the hook. How wonderful to have friends you can count on. Is that even a date? Of course, bringing a date to a Komima is a surefire way to earn myself the hatred of otaku everywhere, but no matter, I'll endure the contempt if that's what it takes to make Lukaku happy. So resolved, I strike through the crowd towards our rendezvous point. Lukaku, clearly overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, struggles to follow behind. I don't think it's a good idea for you to do this, you know. Near the edge of the parking lot, I see the petite Mayuri wave her hands high. There aren't many people here.
Komima ni yokoso, Luka-chan. 初めて来たけど、すごいね。ゆっくりしていってね。
ダルは？
ダル君はグッズを手に入れるために並んでる最中だから抜け出せないんだって。
And you're not buying anything, maybe? Then where's your cosplay?
ひとしきり戦利品をゲットしたら合流するかもって言ってたよ。
Then that means he won't join up with us for at least another hour. Couldn't he forgo the battle just this once? Nope. I start off from place to place. He clearly is uncomfortable in the chaotic atmosphere. There's still some awkwardness between us after what happened yesterday. Even on the straight ride, we barely spoke to each other. What's the point of being a couple if it turns out like this? It was easier to talk when we weren't supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Lukaku seemed to enjoy herself more too. Was it a mistake to bring her to Komima? Gee! You think? Well, Lukaku didn't refuse. Even when I told her we were going to Komima, she just nodded obediently. She's just being nice.
今日はマユシーが会場を案内してあげるよって言ってもね、人が多いから邪魔にならないようにしなくちゃ。まずはコスプレ会場に行って、それから中に入ろうかな。
Mayuri's more cheerful than usual. She must be happy to have us here.
ねえねえ、二人とも何が見たい？
ルカ子、見たいものはあるか？
よくわからないので、岡部さんの見たいものを見に行きたいです。
俺は別にそれほど興味があるわけじゃない。
Oh, come on. Bringing to a girl to a place that you don't even like? Lukaku looks unhappy. Crap, I shouldn't have answered it like that.
ねえねえ、ルカちゃん。コスプレ会場に行ったらね、絶対にコスプレに対する考え方が変わるよ。
Mayuri talks happily to Lukaku. I'm glad I chose to rely on these bits who can't read the mood.
恥ずかしいとか、そういうのはちっともなくてね。みんなとっても楽しそうなんだから。マユシーのコスを着てくれてるレイヤーさん、楓ちゃんと吹雪ちゃんって言うんだけど、二人のことも紹介するね。
We've been listening a lot about Kaede and Fubuki, so are we gonna meet them?
でね、できれば明日も来てほしいな。 そしたらね、オカリンとルカちゃんの分のコスも用意しておくから。
You won't be here tomorrow. コ
オカリン
ージアス。
にはね、コードジアスのゼロサム様コスが似合うと思うんだ。
コードジアス。
オカリンが一緒ならね、ルカちゃんも安心してコスプレできるでしょ。どうかな。いいアイデアだってマユシー的には思うんだ。
If that's the case, then what about Lukaku? What she's going to like? Who's she going to cosplay? Like, if we talk about Geass, it's probably like she's going to be like Karen. But Karen, you know, we know why it doesn't work for her. Okay. So and then next is Shirley. So like, Shirley's also have some of it. So like, no. What? Cordelia? Cordelia as well. So loaders?
却下だな。
ごめんなさい。そんな。
Mari slumped her shoulder in disappointment. In the end, Lukaku and I. God, are you dumb? She's got. You're just leaving it like this? In the end, Lukaku and I got fed up with the amount of people and left Ariake early. We took the different shuttle bus to Akiba that only runs during Komima, but it was so cramped inside, I thought I was gonna die.
な。
By the time we get back to Akiba, Lukaku and I are exhausted. My feet feel like blocks of lead, and I don't have the energy to even to attempt conversation. The two of us slept back to the shrine without speaking a word, like Spanish monks under a vow of silence. Lukaku doesn't raise a single complaint, but taking her to Komima was obviously a mistake. I wonder what gave you that idea? Has been stiff ever since we met up with Mayuri. Of course, it's supposed to be on a date. You're bringing another girl into the mix. Are you fucking dumb? You're denser than a neutron star. The first time I met Lukaku, he was being harassed by the otaku. Maybe they left a bad impression. We don't talk. We spend most of our day shoulder to shoulder with strangers. I can probably count on my fingers the words I said directly to Lukaku today. When we arrive at our shrine, our time as a couple will end. So this is our last chance to talk to her as a boyfriend and girlfriend. But I'm confused. What should I talk about? I tried thinking about things we have in common. The demon sword Samidare, the Seishin Zama school of swordsmanship, but Kurise to avoid tuning your topics, and the dating manual concurred. What else is there? He finally draws on me. It's nothing else Lukaku and I share. Silence dominates the shrine. The silence should be calming, but it's not. I safely escorted Lukaku home. Mayuri's death is just 3 hours away. The temporary relationship between me and Lukaku ends here. Now I just need Lukaku to give me a mother's pager phone. However, is it really to let it end like this? In the end, what have I done for Lukaku? I haven't done squat, have I? Now you realize? Now you realize? All I've done is hurt her. Suddenly, Lukaku starts sobbing. She covers her mouth with both hands, but can't stop the tears pouring from her eyes.
Lukaku.
When I approach her, Lukaku pulls back. Worst boyfriend ever! Lukaku wipes the corners of her eyes, but then tears keep flowing, forming a glistening line down each cheek. And speechless, I have no idea what to do. A girl is crying before my eyes. It's my duty as a man to comfort her. I know that, and yet no words come. I just stand there like a useless statue. The cause of Lukako's tears is undoubtedly me. I didn't treat her right as my girlfriend, even if it was a temporary arrangement. And now, it ends with me watching as Lukako cries. Lukako. I'm the one who did this to her. I'm the cause of her grief. And yet... She thanks me and bows her head. She lifts her head and smiles shyly through her tears. God, man. Come on. Oh god, she even said I was happy together. That's a lie. Oh god damn, Okabe, you oh, that has to be a lie. To my surprise, Lukako takes my hand in hers. Her hand is warm and delicate. This is the first time I touch her since we became a couple. And it will be the last. Places a note in my hand. And then she pulls away. She bows her head again. Turns her back to me, then disappears into the shrine's office. I look at the note. There's a number written here. Probably her mother's pager number. She kept her promise, but I didn't keep mine. I can't let it end like this. I ran full speed back to the lab, ignoring Chris's calls to stop. I step on the headgear and leap to the past. That's what you get for being a coward. Wait, before can you at least please remember that, you know, the pager number? At least do that if something bad happens. Let me guess. Okabe be like, I didn't even talk about that. I regain consciousness in front of Akihabara Station. Lukaku is next to me. We are about to board the train for Komima. A little anxious, but she doesn't raise a single complaint. The shuttle bus pulls up. The huge line of people begins to move. We can't go to Komima like this. Shaking off my timely induced vertigo, I take Lukaku by the hand. Once we get out of the line, I let go of Lukaku's hand and start walking.
バス来てますけど。
コミマに行くのは中止だ。え？俺は好きにやらせてもらう。
You're doing it your way, and that's why we are at Komima in the first place, okay?
岡部さん、どこへ？
ホテル。Wait. Seriously? Are you thinking of that? I keep walking with Lukaku's hand in mine, ignoring everything else. Are you just gonna be silent the whole time? Lukaku looks bewildered at first, but eventually she says no more and just starts following me with a sad expression. We arrive at Yanabashi Shrine, a place devoid of visitors, where an aura of peace and dignity dominates, where the cries of cicadas resound. Lukaku's home. Finally, I turn to face Lukaku. Instead of letting go, I grasp her warm hand even tighter than before. Perhaps it's the heat, or perhaps it's our nervousness, but our hands are damp with sweat. But I don't let go. Lukaku is hanging her head. She might cry at any moment.
恋人関係は終わり。 ことですよね。
Lips tremble, her voice trembles. I summon my resolve and answer with a laugh.
何を勘違いしている？
Oh god, I don't know which is worse. The cowardly Okabe or the annoying Kyoma? Which one is worse? Humor me.
俺たちの恋人関係はまだ終了してないぜ。
Okay, I can bear with it. I strike a pose and mimic a line from popular card battling anime. What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh? Until I witnessed Mayuri's death, this was how I acted all the time. Now it takes some effort, but I still have it in me.
でも
さっき言っただろ。俺の好きにさせてもらうと。
Like I say, you did what you like and you bring her to Komiwa in the first place.
さあ、我が弟子よ。
Oh come on, you gotta make her practice Samidare here. Are you gonna make her practice Samidare here?
今すぐ妖刀サミダレを持ってくるのだ。
Oh come on! Come on! The wind blows. The trees growing over the main building rustles its leaves in response. Even the trees are dumbfounded by this. Tears form in the corners of her eyes.
なんです。
なんですだと？決まっているだろう。精神残魔流の修行だ。
Is this a date?
修行？
Okay, the question is the cowardly Okabe or the annoying Kyoma? The question is still back up. Okay, which is worse?
この2ヶ月近く、俺たち2人でやってきた修行忘れたのか？
いえ、でも岡部さん。
京馬だ。我が名を忘れたのか、ルカ子。俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、法院京馬だ。
Mad chicken. Following my embarrassment, I strike another pose.
男だとか女だとか、そういうところで俺は混乱して、ルカ子との距離をうまくつかめずにいた。だがな、俺とルカ子の関係は初めから決まっていたんだ。
決まっていたって何がですか？
俺は男で、お前は女で、俺たちは今日までの仮初めの恋人。
I take a deep breath. I gently comb my finger. Seriously, doing that? I twist my lips into a grin.
そんなことはどうでもいい。
Why?
俺は俺であり、ルカ子はルカ子であり、ルカ子は俺の弟子だ。
As I gently stroke her hair, Lukako puts a warm hand on top of mine. The tears collected in her corners eyes suddenly fall.
そうです。僕じゃなくて、京馬さんは確かに僕の師匠です。
Is this gonna turn into a new kind of fetish? Is this gonna turn into some kind of a fetish? What? You know, like master disciple fetish? Oh god. Oh god.
よく言った。さあルカ子よ、サミダレを持ってくるのだ。
はい。
And why are you acting so happy?
待っててくださいね。すぐ取ってきますから。ここにいてくださいね。
どこにも行かないさ。だから早く行くんだ。
How did you spend your day? I swing. I started swinging a sword. Oh god. Oh god. We spent 4 hours training. supposed to be a date. Try this. Oh man, this thing with him was hard. Stories of sword histories. Lectures on the intricacy of Seishi Zama's swordsmanship. Wait, that's a bullshit that you made up, right? All forever. Thank you. I talk, Lukaku dressed on now in her Miko robes. Listens in. Occasionally we take a break, sit on the shrine stairway, and eat sweet rice balls Lukaku's mother bring us. Lukaku did tell they're going on a date, right? Right? And that's how we spend an extraordinary 4 hours.
Yosh, 今日はここまで.
Please do not imitate what he did. Please do not imitate what he did. Wait, I just remember. You have a disciple. If you don't know, if you don't get this reference, you should try and watch it. It's like, it's last season's anime, Love After World Domination, something like that. Okay, it's where the main character is equally dead to him. Okay, but at least the main character, you know, he knows that he loved the girl and he's doing his best. But what he did was more or less the same with Okabe. Is that he brought the girl that he likes to a gym. And then like, what did they eat? Protein bars. So more or less the same. But, I just don't get it. I'm not saying that, you know, you need to like shower them with expensive gifts, but how does this consider dating, you know? Lowers the stand and slowly sheathes the demon sword Samidare, 980 yen. She looks so beautiful and majestic standing there in flowing white robes, swords shining in her hand. I find myself mesmerized once again. Lukaku bows, snapping me out of it.
ありがとうございました。ちょっとだけ強くなれた気がします。
That's not the point! That's not the point! That's not the point! You're supposed to be on a date! Not to be stronger! Well, mentally, spiritually, but not physically! Not physically! Oh my god.
謙遜しなくていい。今日、お前は精神三魔流奥義の一つ、32式さくらんぼを得得した。
The question is still back up. Which one is more annoying? Coward Okabe or annoying Kyoma? And I'm saying, Kyoma might have the advantage here of being the more, which one's the bigger asshole.
だが過信はするな。お前はまだまだ弱いんだからな。
It's a date. It's a date.
はい、もっともっと京馬さんに教えてもらいたいです。
The breeze feels nice after the sweat we worked up. We savor our comfortable fatigue as we drink the barley tea Lukaku's mother brought for us.
久しぶりに京馬さんのお話聞けた気がします。
ここ何日か、俺の意識はマニュアルという恐ろしき封印術式により不安定な状態だったのだ。だがもう完全復活した。心配かけたな。
よかった。いつもの京馬さんが戻ってきてくれて。
Lukaku answers happily, and then her expression turns serious as if she made up her mind about something.
昨日僕に聞きましたよね。男だった時の記憶が残っているかって。
ああ。
Yes. Looks away. I see her hands fidgeting in her lap. Funny, with trembling lips, she speaks.
僕覚えているんです。
What? No surprise. I expected she'd remember after what I experienced with fairies.
覚えて
いるというか、
The inconsistency in her
なんて言
memory.
ったらいいのか。
Because remember what Wakabe's about, Hyoma said during that time with the cameraman, like, who cares about whether you being a guy or girl? So like, if she's wearing a Miko garb, then why does saying that somehow affected it? Because it's normal for a girl to wear it.
とても儚い感じ。
儚い。
はっきり思い出したわけじゃなくて、記憶の海の底の方というか、頭の
Then Lukaku starts pawing at the air above and to the right of her head.
この辺にあるような感じです。
Where? I don't really get it.
とにかく覚えているんだな。
Wait, I think that if Kurisu is going to be here, then she'll be like, say, oh, that's the that's the part of the brain that stores the memory, and if she's here, she's probably like gonna be interested in like, so that's how the brain perceives things, or where the brain stores information or memories or whatsoever. Lukaku nods.
すみません。昨日は嘘をついちゃいました。
気にするな。この俺、法王院京馬を欺いたのだから大したものだ。
You're still annoying.
そのおかげで、お母さんのポケベルの番号も僕、聞かなくても知っているんです。
He takes out a piece of paper upon which is written the number.
今日はどんな結果になってもこれを渡すつもりでした。それからもう一つ。
What? One more thing?
記憶のことと関係しているかどうかわからないんですけど、
But?
古いパソコンのありかについて。
Yes? I expected that from the very beginning. You should have asked her about this.
IBN5100 のことか。
はい。多分そうだと思います。
Did seem like she knew something about the IBM 5100. Plus, Lucas' dad confirmed that it was here at the shrine. And then one day it suddenly disappeared. Does Lukaku know where it is now?
それが事実なら、ルカ子、お前は男に戻らなくても済むかもしれない。
But Lukaku faintly shakes her head.
それは無理だと思います。
Yeah, this is why, what I think is that what she did was like say she's playing, house with it and used the computer and then she broke it, something like that.
なんで？
Lukaku grips my hand.
ついてきてください。
She broke
案内
it.
します。
She looks into my eyes. Lukaku is no longer crying. In the fading sunlight, her eyes shine with firm resolve. She brings me to Daibiru. I look up at the huge, and she's wearing that.
ここに IBN5100 が。
そっちじゃなくてですね。
Then why did you bring it? Faces away from Daibiru and points to a coin locker tucked in a narrow alley.
去年のお正月前。
Why is it here? Walks up to the coin locker as she talks.
その時までうちの神社にあのパソコンはあったんです。
Go on? Until New Year's? That's a contradiction. It was only 2 weeks ago that I found IBM 5100 at Yanabashi Shrine, which means I haven't returned to the original world line.
僕のせいなんです。僕が神事のお手伝いで倉庫をお掃除していた時に
And
誤って 壊しちゃったんです。
壊した？
Yeah, well, it's not that far, but still, the idea of it broken by her is the same thing. Not.
でももしお父さんに知られたら怒られると思って、それでこっそりここまで持ってきて、コインロッカーの中に隠したんです。
よくここまで持ってこられたな。あれは尋常じゃない重さだぞ。
家にあった台車を使いました。そのせいで台車まで壊れちゃったんですけど。
Oh, oh, I remember this when like this happens in the original world line as well. I like when Kurisu and Okabe is like trying to take it, like I would like to borrow you the push cart, but it's broken. So yeah, even so, it must have been hard to get here with just a push cart. Maybe she was running on adrenaline.
京馬さんが探してるって聞いたとき、僕すごくびっくりして。
So why did it break? So okay, from what I can guess is that when he was a guy, when she was a guy, like she trained with the samidare quite a lot, but when she's a girl, she hardly, practices the samidare. So that's why, like, when the guy, he at least built a bit of muscle, so like to the point that it doesn't break the IBM 5100.
本当のことずっと話そうって思ってたんですけど、嫌われるかもしれないって考えたら言い出せませんでした。
バカだな。そんなことでお前を嫌うわけがないだろう。何しろお前は俺の弟子なのだからな。
Her actions may have just screwed up the whole timeline. Like, hey, no biggie. Like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't hate her. I'll say like I'll be disappointed with her.
はい。
Lukaku takes the locker key out of her pocket.
もう1年半以上放置したから、管理会社に持っていかれちゃったかもしれませんけど。
Let me guess, it's still broken.
1年半放置か。だとしたら絶望的だな。
Let's check. Yeah, 200 yen per day. If a coin locker goes unpaid for more than a few days, the management retrieves the contents. And if the owner doesn't claim within a month, it's usually thrown away. Meaning the IBM 5100 is already. Goes to the large locker at the end of the row, insert the key, and tries the lock.
鍵かかってないみたいです。
Uh-oh.
確定だな。
Open the door, empty locker.
すみません。
Either way, it doesn't matter. There's no point in retrieving a broken 5100. But I don't tell her that.
お前が責任を感じなくてもいい。
She should. She should.
俺が安易に世界を歪ませたのが一番の元凶なんだからな。
京馬さん。
That's why I must bear this burden. Miley's pain, Suza's pain, Fairy's pain, and now Lukaku's pain. Something occurs to me. What if I send a email telling Lukaku not to sweep the storehouse? How would that change the world line? Would the IBM 5100 stay at the Yanamashi Shrine, ready for me to retrieve it in August as planned? Part of me wants to try sending that email. If it works, Lukaku could stay a girl. No, I must give the temptation. My goal is to restore the world line, not to warp it even further. Fix the past to save Mayuri. That is my mission.
僕の記憶、なんだか奇妙なんです。
What?
奇妙とは？
僕の記憶の中には、あのパソコンのことについての2つの記憶が混ざっていて。
Okay.
一つはパソコンを壊した僕の記憶。もう一つは、そんなパソコンは全然知らないし、倉庫のお掃除もしなかった僕の記憶。男だった僕はパソ ソコンを壊してません。倉庫の掃除の代わりに本殿のお掃除をしていたから。
So there's a chance for us to fix it? Swept the storehouse because she became a girl? Because she swept the storehouse, she broke the IBM 5100 and deposited into this coin locker. As a result, 5100 will never reach me? Is this the butterfly effect?
やっぱり僕が男に戻るしか方法はないみたいです。
There's no longer any doubt in her eyes. There's no choice. She knows it as well. Okay, now this is just a minor thing I want to bring up. Like, they need the IBM 5100 to access the SERN's file, right? But the thing is, like that's how they know about the Jellyman report. But in this world line, they know about the Jellyman report even though they didn't have the IBM 5100. So maybe that's how they all connected. Because like they still up like the Jellyman report. Oh, we don't want you to turn to a Jellyman. Well, those kind of things. We return empty-handed to the Yanamashi shrine, which is dyed scarlet by the setting sun. Lukaku lets go of my hand after we arrive. We spend the whole walk hand in hand. Then she turns to me.
今度こそお別れですね。
あ
あ。京馬さんと修行ができて本当に良かったです。
She smiles shyly again, while her cheeks are dyed pink. I can tell she's desperately holding back her tears. But those tears hold a different meaning than the ones I saw before I time leaped. At least, I like to think so.
俺はお前に恋人らしいことは何もしてやれなかったな。
そんなことはどうでもいいです。
そうだった。
I'm sincerely relieved because Lukaku smiled for me.
まゆりちゃんのこと助けてあげてください。まゆりちゃんは僕にとっても大事なお友達ですから。
ルカ子。
もう行ってください。出ないと僕泣いちゃいそうで。
She have more guts than Okabe and Kyoma combined. Times 100.
だからお願いします。今日までありがとうございました。こういう時は例の合言葉ですよね。
Oh no.
エルサイこんがり。
コングルーだ。
I find myself smiling. Lukaku forces a smile too.
エルサイコングルーです。
She bows deeply. She doesn't raise her head. A sign for me to go already. I turn back to the archway at the shrine's entrance. My feet are heavy. They won't advance. I stop in front of the stairs. Then I took out my phone.
もしもし岡部、まゆりから電話あったわよ。プンプンしてた。あんたがコミマに来る約束をすっぽかしたって。
クリスティーナ、今から言う番号を電話レンジカッコ仮に入力してくれ。
Oh.
何よ、どういうことか説明して。
いいから頼む。これからD メールを送る。
Okay. So now basically like Okabe is at the point of choose which one is going to send. Whether to send, you know, the one to the pager, or to change the path where she doesn't actually sweep the storehouse.
番号は
I tell Lukaku's mother pager phone with another string of numbers attached. Meat veggie veggie meat veggie. When she sees this, Lukaku's mother will probably think it's a prank, and then she'll assume that the D-mail we sent earlier was also a prank. If If that still doesn't change the world line, we can just try something else. Pages in 1982 didn't display the sender's number. Lukaku's mother won't know who sent it. I already told Kurisu the timer setting. Everything's ready. I hung up once I confirmed that the 42-inch... How can you confirm that? You are at the shrine! Now I just need to call the phone wave, then started to change. The world line will change. Lukaku will turn back into a guy. Her memories will disappear. Mario won't die today. However, I hesitate to open my address book. My thoughts turn to Lukaku, who is still probably watching me from behind. If I turn around, what will I see on her face? I want to check, but I didn't think she want that. Lukaku finally smiled for me today, but I still have lingering reservations inside. This time, I'm about to sacrifice Lukaku's memory. Memories of the 17 years she lived as a girl on this world line. Memories of her parents who rejoiced when their daughter was born. I'm about to erase all of that. If I don't, I'll be rejecting the 17 years Lukaku lived as a guy. I'll be rejecting the memories of his parents who rejoiced when their son was born. Even so, is it okay to turn Lukaku back into a guy? I'm lost and cannot take another step. I sacrificed the memories of 2 friends already. The sight of their tears is burned into my mind. Something soft. Lukaku has embraced me from behind. I hear faint sobbing. What expression is she making? Even without looking, you can tell.
僕、本当は戻りたくないです。
Her words are like needles stabbing into my heart.
だって男に戻ったら岡部さんへのこの気持ち
Oh dang.
封印しなくちゃいけないから。男なのに岡部さんのこと好きでいちゃいけないと思うから。
Why is it wrong? I have nothing Oh really? Oh really? You got the guts to say that now? I have nothing against homosexuals. Which is why I must be strictly... the first rule that I said is that I should not fall in love with him. Because if we turn him back to a guy, I can't fall in love with him. Bullshit. Yeah, but like... You may be heterosexual. I'm not saying that you should love her. Like... You think of it as wrong right off the bat, okay? Like, you're not even entertaining that. I won't be able to answer Lukaku's feeling if he's a guy.
それに今日の記憶も消えちゃうんですよね。手をつないで一緒に歩いたことも久しぶりに二人で修行をしたこともこうして今岡部さんの体に触れていることも忘れたくない。僕忘れたくないです。だって好きだから岡部さんのこと好きだから。まゆりちゃんを助けたい気持ちは僕にもあるからしょうがないって理性では理解できていても。
Okay, well, and let's, you know, think about, you know, what would happen, the possibility. Okay, it's not the fact that she's a, okay. It's not directly the fact that she turned into a girl that they can't achieve the IBM 5100. It's that some sort of like trickery that, you know, on that day she didn't clean she claimed the storehouse and then like broke it. But Okabe's idea in the first place, like saying, oh, just send um a D-mail saying that, oh, don't clean the storehouse. It should have worked, but here's a but, okay? That everything happens for a reason. So like, if that were to happen, I think like something, if they don't clean the storehouse and then like it's gonna catch on fire and it's gonna burn, like that might happen. But still, if you ask me, like but the thing is that we can't reset it again. So I would still have to, if it's up to me, I would have, just ignore her and like send to cancel the first email. But if I have a chance to like repeat it again, I would have gone with the idea of canceling, like send an email to say that, Lukako, you should not clean the storehouse on New Year's Day. If I have a chance to repeat it, okay? Because think about it, it does make sense. But like I say, there's a chance that the world want that IBM to be destroyed in this timeline no matter what. So that's another thing.
やっぱり辛いですせめて今日の記憶だけは残しておきたかったですこんなに辛い気持ちを味わうって知ってたなら女の子になりたいなんて願うんじゃなかった
ルカ子
すみませんそんなことはどうでもいい気持ちですよね
お前が男に戻っても俺にとってルカ子はルカ子だそれは変わらない。
Like I say, shit. It does change. It does change a lot for you. Okay, you said it yourself. I'm a heterosexual, so I can't be attracted to you, even as a guy. Like, yeah, but now she's a girl, so things does change. Okay.
そう言ってもらえて嬉しいです岡部さんメール送ってくださいお願いします早く僕これ以上岡部さんのぬくもりを感じていたら僕
Damn it. Damn it.
もっと嫌なこと言っちゃいそうだからもう気持ちを我慢できなくなっちゃうから
だが
Is this really okay?
岡部さんお願い
I'm about to sacrifice someone again. Is it my place to make that decision? My fingers tremble around my phone. But Lukako embraced those feelings, those trembling fingers with her own. Da, da, da. Da, da.
僕のこと覚えていてくれますか
は
あ remember, we can send it now. With just one call to the phone wave, name subject to change, I can send a message to Luca's mother's page.
女の子だった僕のこと
覚えて
は
If I make the call.
たった4日間だけ恋人だった
Wait,
僕のこと
it's another 4 days. Remember,
覚えていて
with Suzuha also is 4 days.
くれますか
I think if we check with Hades, it's like 4 days as well. Like, it's like, since this is a meta, like story, I wonder if 4 days is like, a code for something like that. Like, well, 4 means death. Like, if you keep it stack up, will he have, a terrible consequence at the end?
ダメだできない。
岡部さんどうして
もう嫌なんだ。
I'll go with Lukaku's race first. I
するの
want to see how it goes. I've already trampled on Suzuha and Fairy's memories. I turned a blind eye to their suffering, all the while telling myself it was to save Mayuri. I justified it by telling myself I would carry their burdens, but that was just a convenient excuse.
俺にはそんな権利ないんだ。
It's not saying that I, chicken out, just that I want to see what happened if, this, they say in the email saying that, oh, Lukaku, do not clean the storehouse today. I fall to my knees, unable to stand. The only way to save Mayuri is to send this email. There's no alternative. Even so, I don't have the right to erase Lukaku's entire life as a girl. I can't do such an arrogant thing. More than anything, I don't want to lose Lukaku beside me right now.
岡部さん
Mayuri can't be saved. Mayuri's death is fate. No matter how many world line I cross, convergence will occur. Mayuri will die no matter what. No. I'm tired of it all. Mayuri. Okay. I just want to see, is he gonna send that email to ask Lukaku not to clean it? That's it. That's it. The first day of Komima has ended. A few otaku warriors linger to check their spoils before beginning their odyssey home. Otherwise, Ariake is silent and still, as if the crowd and Lukaku and I saw this afternoon was a lie. Komima runs for 3 days straight, but it already feels like the end of a festival. Of course, this silence is just for tonight. Tomorrow, people will come to fill this spacious promenade once again. My hand clutches at my chest. Mayuri will die in less than an hour. I'm not ready. Even so, I want to be with her with her final moments. I won't let her leave this world alone. That's why I came here right after leaving the shrine. She should still be in Ariake somewhere. I contacted both Mayuri and Daru by mail. If they're still in Ariake, they should be here in any minute now. Lukaku. Is this really okay?
ルカ子
She doesn't have to say it. I know exactly what she means. There's only one thing I can say. This was my choice. You don't have to worry about a thing. I know that mail won't be enough to stop Lukaku from blaming herself, but I have to send it all the same. It only strengthens my own resolve. Memories from this morning rise unwritten. Mayuri stopped by at the lab on the way to Komima. I was dozing on the couch. Suddenly, the darkness was burned away by light. Squinting against the fluorescent radiance, I raised my head to see who entered.
オカリンごめんね。起こしちゃったかな。
Are you gonna send a email to say to her that don't clean the storehouse?
いや寝ていたわけじゃない。
Bullshit. Trying to solve the problem of my last date with
お
Lukaku.
前よりは随分早いな。
あのね、マユシーはコスを取りに来たのです。それと、ついでに朝ごはん。
Sandwich and put some potato salad from her convenience store bag.
これからコミマに行くのか。
誰かはね、始発でもう行っちゃったみたいだよ。
そうか。
ねえねえ、オカリン。 ルカちゃんとどこ行ってきたの？楽しいデートはできたかな？昨日からルカちゃんメールに返事してくれないんだ。
ルカ子にメールしたのか？
マユシーはちょっと心配なのです。
The day before, Lukaku burst into tears barely 5 minutes after we met up, then we parted ways. That's why I couldn't give Mayuri an answer.
もしかしてまたルカちゃんのこと泣かせちゃったの？そうだとしたらね、マユシーは悲しいよ。
悲しい？
悲しい。だってね、ルカちゃんはマユシーのお友達だもん。
It was Mayuri's last day alive, and also Lukaku's last day together with me. I asked myself, could I really let it end with both of them sad? Let it end? What right did I have to decide when it ends? My arrogance made me want to vomit. And then, as if to rely on Mayuri, I began to tell her my new plan.
お前は今日ずっとコミマ会場にいるのか？
いるけど、どうして？
ルカ子を連れて行ってもいいか？
本当？もちろんいいよ。
Oh god, you're such a... At this point, what were you thinking? Like, she's gonna be happy?
ルカ子にコスプレをしてもらう件はどうなった？
And then you like, okay, why he asked is like, why don't we make her cosplay? And then like, you don't, and then you say that, oh, I'm not interested in cosplaying.
結局ね、説得はできなかったよ。嫌がってるのに無理やり着せたりしてね、トラウマになっちゃったらよくないもん。
So basically she gave up.
でもね、ルカちゃんにコミマに来てもらうっていうのはいいアイデアかも。そこで雰囲気を見てもらったら、ルカちゃんもやってみようかなって思うようになるかな。そしたら次の冬のコミマでいいからコスプレしてくれないかな。
どうだろうな。
そうなってくれるといいな。ねえねえ、本当に今日ルカちゃんを連れてきてくれる？
ああ。
オカリンもマユシーの作ったコス見に来てくれる？
そういうことになる。
そっか、本当に2人に来てもらえるならね、とっても嬉しいよ。
And we are about to sacrifice her. Mayuri packed her costumes into the suitcase.
じゃあもう行かなきゃ。絶対来てね。ずっと待ってるからね。今日だけじゃなくて明日も来たいって思うように頑張って案内するから。
Dang, I could keep my teeth grinding. I knew that whether Mayuri would get to see tomorrow depend entirely on my actions. If this day had gone as planned, my status as Lukaku's temporary boyfriend would have come to a close. Lukaku would have gone back to being a guy. Mayuri would survive the night. She would go to Komima tomorrow without a care in the world.
オカリン、どうかした？
Mayuri looked at me quizzically. She's always sensitive to changes in my demeanor. So I put on a smile and responded as Kyoin Kyoma.
問題ない。世界を支配する機関といかに対決するかについて少し思いを馳せていただけだ。昼間有明で会おう。
待ってるね。
Mayuri didn't leave right away. She just stood there in front of the door looking at me.
マユシーだったらいつでも何でも相談に乗るからね。
マユリ。
じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Mayuri cheerfully flew out the door, suitcase in hand, like the white rabbit in Wonderland. The sound of her footsteps gradually faded away. Now alone, I took a deep breath. The time limit was 13 hours after that point in time. In those 13 hours, I was to return Lukaku to manhood. I thought I had to change her back, but now...
オカリン、
You didn't send the email. There's Mayuri dragging her suitcase Darwinism with her. She's probably upset. After all, I completely stood her up on the promise we made this morning.
来てくれたんだ。でもちょっと遅いよ。マユシーはずっと待ってたのに、すごく寂しかったのです。
すまない。
I can't look Mayuri in the eye. As Mayuri was waiting in vain, I was making the worst possible decision for her. I chose to not turn Lukaku back. I chose to not save Mayuri. So let's not beat around the bush. I chose to let her die. It's not that I don't want to save her, I do. But I can't bring myself to make the necessary sacrifice.
ルカちゃんは
来ていない。
また泣かせちゃったの？
いや。
Wait. You're here. That means, remember, like, the rounders are gonna, kill her. But, listen to me. This is the but, okay? Like, remember that they are willing to, like, kill him off next. Okay, like, they can just, like, maybe after interrogating him a bit. Oh god, you really didn't think about this through. But like I said, the reason I chose this was like hoping that he would actually send an email to actually like change the past a bit, like to that asking her not to clean the shrine. I mean the storehouse. Her every word seems as accusations. Even of course I know that that's not her intent. Even if she knew that I had what I had done, this innocent childhood friend of mine doesn't have a bitter bone in her body. It's my guilty conscience changing my word into a sword stabbing straight through my heart. Even so, I can no longer change the past. I don't want to change it. I have no other choice. Well, here you do. No other choice to accept the death that this world so desires. If I were a normal man, I would have had to accept Mayuri's death whether I like it or not. I wouldn't have been able to try to avert it. But by chance, I acquired the power of God. It allowed me to try again and again. If anything, I should be grateful for the opportunity I was given.
Okari?
I can't let Mayuri sense my unease. She can always tell when there's something bothering me. 10 minutes left. I want her to spend them happy and carefree. That's the very least I can do for her. So I put on a mask of Hoin Kyoma just as I did for Lukaku.
案ずるなマユリ。俺とルカ子は至って順調。あの秋葉原の先森たる巫女とは強い縁で結ばれているのだ。そう、俺とルカ子は離れたくも離れられない運命なのだよ。そして今日、この俺の IQ170 を誇る灰色の脳細胞を持ってルカ子に笑顔を蘇らせた。あいつは言った。俺と一緒に修行ができて楽しかったとな。
He said shugyo, training, practice, not in the pursuit of knowledge. As soon as those words leave my lips, I realized my mistake. That makes it sound like I broke my promise to Mayuri so I could give Lukaku a fun time, doesn't it? Well, I suppose that is what happened. But Mayuri didn't need to know that.
本当？よかった。
But Mayuri, innocent as she is, just gives me a happy relief smile.
じゃあ、オカリンとルカちゃんは別れたりすることもないんだね。
ああ、別れない。
Actually, our temporary relationship has already ended. That was our agreement. But I didn't think I need to tell Mayuri that.
そっか。これでマユシーは安心してコミマに集中できるよ。
マユリは明日も参加するのか？
そうだよ。3日連続なの。
I shouldn't have asked. I fight the urge to check my phone. Last time I checked, it was about 7 p.m. I don't have the guts to check it again. I don't want to watch the second tick down to Mayuri's death.
ダルくん遅いね。さっき電話したらまだ近くにいるって言ってたよ。
別に置いていってもいいんだがな。
もうちょっと待ってみようよ。
If that's what Mayuri wants, then I won't deny her. Besides, I don't want Mayuri last words to be on the crowded train or bus, but rather someone she can see the stars. Not that I have any right to choose her place of death.
ねえねえ、なんとかしてルカちゃんにコスプレしてもらえないかな。どうやって説得すればいいんだろうね。
Mayuri's mood is completely healed. Why is she so happy? Did she hear something pleasing somewhere in this conversation? Was it knowing that things are going well between me and Lukako? Or was it that I kept promise to come here after all? I don't know. But seeing Mayuri's happy smile makes my heart ache.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね、絶対似合うと思うんだ。
Rainet?
ルカちゃんってね、マユシーがドキドキしちゃうくらい可愛いもん。世界中の人たちにね、ルカちゃんの可愛さを知ってもらいたいってオカリンも思うよね。あ、それともルカちゃんは自分だけのものって思ってるのかな。でもね、独り占めはダメだよ。マユシーだってルカちゃんにキュンキュンしたいよ。
別にマユリの好きにしたらいい。
そっか、よかった。それにね、ルカちゃんにコスプレしてもらいたい理由はもう一つあるんだよ。
What's that? Awfully obsessed with Lukaku today? Come to think of it, Mayuri has done nothing but talk about Lukaku for these past 4 days, ever since Lukaku and I started dating.
ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょ。あんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし、コスプレするとね、普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ。だからね、最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけど、ルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ。
That's a good idea.
そしたらね、今より積極的な性格になってね、もしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ。
He really does care for Lukaku, and yet I know all of her hopes and dreams are in vain. Suddenly Mayuri falls silent. She looks up and raises one hand above her head as if to catch the stars twinkling in the night sky. Stardust handshake.
星は見えるか？
You can see the stars more clearly in Ariake than in Akiba. If only the stars would answer her call. If only she could melt into their embrace. What salvation would that be? In the past, she has reached for the sky. I have always pulled her back down to earth, as if to keep her from floating away. But today, I don't dare. What does Mayuri think about when she reaches for the starry sky? I never asked her. Perhaps now is the time.
なあ、マユリ。
Doom.
おーい、オカリン、マユシー。
Uh-oh. Daryl runs up to us, calling our names.
ああ、ダルくん、遅いよ。
あ、悪い悪い。いやー、戦利品の確認に手間取ったでござる。
The Gonzalo! Daryl's backpack is filled to the brim. He's also carrying 5 paper bags illustrated with more drawings. Such zeal.
じゃあ帰ろっか。
Mayuri gets up to lead the way, and we start heading towards the train station. The direct shuttle bus to Akiba has already ended its service.
今日も暑くて死ぬかと思ったっつーの。コスプレ会場はどうだったん？
風が気持ちよかったよ。
まあ、マユシは自分でコスプレするわけじゃないしな。つうか、オカリンいつ来たん？なんか買った？
何？
いや。
おやおや、なんか暗くね？彼女持ちのリア充のくせに、なぜにそんな顔してやがりますか？
オカリン？どうかし。
Back! Voice is abruptly cut short. Her suitcases fall to the ground with a thud. It's time. Mayuri presses her hands to the center of her chest. Her face contorts in pain. I can see it happen in slow motion, frame by frame. Slowly she starts to fall. It's so sudden, and so I fail to catch her in time. Wait, a snipe? Falls to the ground motionless.
マユシ
A snipe? I can't move, I can't breathe. Strangely, I feel no sorrow. All I feel is guilt. I knew this would happen. I could have prevented it. The one who killed Mayuri is me.
マユシどうしたんだよ
Daru tosses his bags and runs to Mayuri's side. He lifts up and slaps her cheek a bit. I keep watching as if I'm merely a bystander.
息してないえ何これオカリンマユシがなんか変だよ
How did she
死
die?
んだんだ。
What could be the cause? A heart attack? She wasn't killed this time. That's a real. What? She still died.
死んだってそんな嘘だろだって今の今まで普通に話してたしおいマユシ起きろよドッキリかドッキリだろ僕を騙してどうしようってんだよ
How did she die? Did she get shot by a sniper? Like. Wait. President had this, like. Heart attack?
誰
I put my hand on Daru's shoulder to calm him down.
マユリは死んだ。
Daru turns pale. His lips tremble as he looks at Mayuri's face in disbelief.
救急車を呼ぼう。
なんでこんなつうかお前なんでそんな平然とした顔してんだよ
Thank you, Daru.
死んだんだぞもう帰ってこないんだぞ分かってんのかオカリン
Thank you.
分かってる。
分かってるじゃなくてさマユシが息をしてないんだよだ
俺は見殺しにした。
は
I knew beside Mayuri.
俺はマユリを助けられなかった。
Wait, what happened to the rounders? Aren't the rounders supposed to be like, killing them or something like that? I reach out to Mayuri's motionless
い
body.
や違う。救わなかった。
I embrace her
見
tightly.
捨てたんだ。俺はマユリを。
I look up the starry sky just as Mayuri always did. The tears don't come. Maybe I've gotten used to it. Or maybe because I'm not worthy to mourn her. What fills my heart is emptiness. The rounders are just gonna leave you there? That's it? I'm leaning against the wall, hugging both knees. I don't remember how long I've been here. How much time has passed since Mayuri's death? I didn't go to the vigil or to the funeral. How could I, when I'm the one who killed her? I don't want to see anything or anyone. Even breathing is hard now. And yet, I have no choice but to face this emptiness, this heart-rending guilt, and accept what I've done. And this is my duty now. Someone pulls the curtain open. Kurisu. Light shines from the lounge. The girl is standing there, silhouetted against the light. Shouldn't this at least be Lukako? This is her route, right? As soon as I realize who it is, I turn away to prepare to block out the noise.
岡部、もう3日もそうやってるけど、せめて何か食べたら。あんた、知ってたんでしょ？マユリが、あの日、死ぬこと。
Would die on that day.
どうしてタイムリープしないの？あんたなら、マユリを助けるためにタイムリープマシンを使うこともためらわない。そもそも、漆原さんの性別を男にして IBN5100 を取り戻すっていう計画はどうなったの？
And he didn't even change the, asking her not to go to clean the
あ
storehouse.
んたはマユリを助けるためにその計画を実行に移してた。なのに、いや、それとももしかしてあんたはすでに IBN5100 を取り戻して別の世界線へと移動した後とか？
But if that's the case, she won't be able to remember.
ここに残されているのは岡部倫太郎の残滓、あまり、そして世界はパラレルワールドとしてここでは真由里が助からなかった未来が継続する。
Ah, this is what I like. This is what I like is that this part here is like so far like we've only seen through, okay, let's just call this alpha, like original Okabe. Okay, so like we don't know what happened if Okabe, when we will see it from his eyes. Okay, original Okabe, and then the things that what happened if like the first line, okay, let's say like this line is Okabe A, and what happened like if Okabe time me back to the past, what happened to Okabe A? So here is that I really like, this is good, the fact that Kurisu is bringing it up. Okay, so like we can see like her thoughts and her opinion on this.
IBN5100 は取り戻さなかった。
My voice is hoarse. Perhaps I haven't spoken in 3 days.
どういうこと？
ルカ子を男に戻すことは俺にはできなかった。
Slap him!
だから運命を受け入れた。
No, that makes it sound like I wasn't responsible.
真由里を見殺しにした。
I hear Kurisu gasp. What did I confess? It's not something I should confess so easily. It's like admitting to a murder. It should have been a secret between Lukako and me. And yet, do I want to be blamed? Would that make me feel better? It hurts to live with this bottled up guilt. At this point, I welcome the condemnation. Kurisu isn't one to miss words. I'm sure she'll tell me exactly what a worthless human being I am. However,
ご飯食べる？
Kurisu betrays my expectation.
カップ麺でよければ作るけど、それとも何か買ってくる？
責めろよ。真由里を殺した俺に怒れよ。
怒りたい気持ちはあるけどやめとく。私がとやかく言う必要はないみたいだから。過去に戻って因果律をねじ曲げようとすることこそおこがましい行為なのかもしれないし、というより怒れるわけないよ。
Yeah, there is.
あんたは因果の輪から外れて存在として孤立してまでずっと一人で頑張ってきた。
I'll still blame him though.
だからあんたの苦しみは誰にもわからないし。
The fact that you didn't send the email, not to the pager, but to Lukako in the past half month during the New Year, that you should be blamed.
あんたの選択の意味は誰からも理解されない。そんなあんたを一度もタイムリープしてない私が責められるわけない。
Another thing is that where's the CERN time travelers? Okay, we haven't met any of them yet.
なんでそんなに物分かりがいいんだ。
Ooh. I clutch my
物
knees.
分かりがいいわけじゃない。あんたがタイムリープで真由里を助けようと決めたその時に、誰からも分かってもらえないと覚悟したはず。だったらそれを甘んじて受けなさい。そうすればあんたは自分がしたことの意味について忘れることはないから。
That's Lukako. So in other words, she's telling me to suffer on my own. What a cruel woman.
ただあんたはあんたが取った選択によって助けたもう一人の子について責任を取るべきよ。真由里は死んだわ。残念だけど、残念っていう言葉だけじゃ足りないぐらい悲しいけど、とにかく真由里はもういない。世界の収束、世界の意志には逆らえなかった。
I'm glad that I chose this. Like we can see like another side of Kurisu.
でもあの子は今も生きてる。あんたのおかげで女の子として生きてる。 そしてあんたと同じように孤立して苦しんでると思う。あの子の苦しみを理解してあげられるのは共犯者である岡部だけでしょ。
共犯者。
I knew you would pull no punches, my Sekuriza. Lukako's image floats through my mind. She used to be a guy. Now she's a girl, and she lives as a girl from now on. I'm the one who chose that future for Lukako. When I imagine her frail smile, I feel like spring has come to thaw the frozen soil of my heart. I can't bear to lose Lukako too. In that case, I know what I must do.
ありがとうクリス。お前と話せてよかった。
As I enter the courtyard, I can feel the heat slowly drain away. Besides the main building stands a large tree, its branches coated with vibrant leaves, swaying gentle breeze. The shrine is cooler than the streets in Akihabara proper. Maybe it's because Kano River is so close. As usual, the shrine is empty. I find myself standing before the offering box, gazing into the inner sanctum. I wonder if Lukako's home. She should be. How should I call her? Just then, the wind suddenly lets up and the sound of rustling trees stopped for a bit. In the silence, I hear someone sobbing. It sounds like someone coming from the main building. I slowly head towards the sound. Lukako is there, sitting there on the grass, hugging her knees, and she cries. Samidara is in her hand.
ルカ子。
Lukako looks at me with wet eyes, but immediately afterwards she buries her face in her knees. Then her shoulders start shaking once more.
昨日まゆりちゃんの告別式に行ってきました。みんな泣いてました。まゆりちゃんって本当にたくさんの人から愛されてたんだなって。もちろん僕もまゆりちゃんのこと大好きでした。僕かなり人見知りする性格だけど、まゆりちゃんは変わらずに明るく接してくれて、
That
僕に
hurt.
とって一番大好きな友達だったんです。
I lost the words I was about to say. All I could do is sit silently next to
なの
Lukako.
にねえ岡部さん、僕たちどうして生きてるんでしょう。まゆりちゃんは死んじゃったのに、僕はこうして今も女の子のまま。
Now that she remembers being a guy, Lukako is beginning to have gender identity issues. I have no idea how that feels. Just as Christo said, Lukako is disconnected from causality too.
僕がこうして何も変わらずここにいるのってとてもいけないことのような気がするんです。
そんなことはない。
I try to cheer her up with those meaningless words, but Lukako shakes her head in denial.
岡部さん、なんとかまゆりちゃんを助ける方法
Time leap.
ありませんか？
無理だ。
There is.
そんな考えましょうよ。僕まゆりちゃんが助かるためなら何だってします。まゆりちゃんから前に聞いたことがあります。岡部さんは時間を遡る装置を作ったって。
Is she talking about the time leap
そ
machine?
れを使えば
無理なんだ。
時間を遡れば何か方法が。
方法は
There is.
ない。
I make that firm declaration with hung head and clenched fists.
残酷なことかもしれないが、俺たちはマユリの死を受け入れて、それでも生きていくしかないんだよ。
諦めちゃダメですよ。どうして諦められるんですか？まゆりちゃんが亡くなって悲しくないんですか？
方法はないんだ。
嫌です。僕はまゆりちゃんに死んでほしくない。
ルカ子、
I grab her shoulders and look straight into her eyes.
俺がそう簡単に諦めたと思うか。
岡部さ
あいつは俺にとっても大事な幼馴染だったんだ。諦められるわけがないだろう。
Not really.
考えたさ。死ぬほど考えて、もがいてもがいて、どんな手を使ってでも助けようとしたさ。だが無理だった。世界はあいつの死を望んだ。俺がどれだけそれを回避しようとしても、そんな俺を嘲笑うかのように世界はマユリを奪っていった。マユリを助けるために他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。傷つけてでもマユリを助けるために俺はやってきた。
Like I say, you can still at least, I wouldn't be mad if he actually like tried to send an email asking her not to clean the storehouse. That's it. I won't get mad, okay? Because like we at least tried.
だがそれも限界だ。
Why didn't you do it?
もう無理なんだ。
No, there's nothing I can do. There are still things I can do to save Mayuri. But I chose none of them. Yep, theoretically it's not impossible. But it's impossible for me.
ごめんなさい。僕、岡部さんの気持ち、ちっとも考えてませんでした。だけど、無理なはずないですよ。もう一つだけ方法が残ってるじゃないですか。僕が男に戻れば。
それはダメだ。
Why? That's all. Well, you can redo your.
お願いします、岡部さん。僕、まゆりちゃんを犠牲にしてまで女でいたくないです。まゆりちゃんを助けてあげて。
俺は
Why?
お前を男には戻さない。
どうしてですか？
俺がそれを選んだんだ。もうこれ以上俺のエゴのために誰かを傷つけることはできない。それに元の世界線に戻ったところでマユリの死を回避できるかどうかは絶対じゃないんだ。
Maybe.
俺はだから
Yep.
それに俺はその低い確率のために誰かの思いを、お前の思いを犠牲にはできない。
It's over.
でもこんなの許されないです。僕という存在に耐えられないんです。僕が女の子であるということがまゆりちゃんの死の上に成り立ってるなんてこと、これから一生受け止めて生きていくなんてこと、そのことが重すぎて押しつぶされちゃいそうなんです。ね、どうしてあの時18年前のお母さんのポケベルにメールを送ってくれなかったんですか？
I'm gonna be an asshole here that it's because of you. You are the one who said that. Please, just like even though that she begged, but like she's seriously saying like, I don't want to turn back into a guy. I want to be a girl. Did you forget?
どうしてまゆりちゃんじゃなくて僕なんかを。
お前は何も負い目を感じることはない。
Okay, this part I agree with him.
すべては俺の選択だ。マユリを殺したのは俺なんだ。だから罪は俺がすべて被る。
I'm the one who chose Mayuri's fate. Therefore, I'm the one who must bear the
それ
responsibility.
にお前にも幸せになってほしいって。
幸せになんてなれるはずないじゃないです。まゆりちゃんが死んだのは僕のせいでもあるのに。
お前のせいじゃない。何度も言わせないでくれ。今は悲しいかもしれないが、
But
お前にはマユリの分まで前を見て生きていってほしいんだ。
そんなの嫌です。
Lukako clings to my chest. She stares into my eyes without wiping away her tears.
僕はそれなら岡部さんと一緒に背負いたいです。
一緒に背負う？何をバカな。俺は因果の輪から外れた人間だし、マユリを見殺しにする選択をした人間で。
それなら僕だって因果の輪からは外れます。
Do you even know what it means?
僕の記憶の中に男だった時の思い出が蘇ってきている時点でもう外れかけているんですよ。まゆりちゃんの命と引き換えに僕が女として生きているんだっていうことも知っちゃっているわけですし、僕たち共犯者なんですよ。
We used to say the same thing. We are accomplices, Lukako and I.
この悲しみもこの負い目も二人で忘れずに抱いていきたいです。
We are disconnected from causality. Nothing else can understand us. That's why.
はあ、分かったよ。
I'm
一
rich.
緒に背負ってくれ。一緒にこの思いを忘れずに生きていこう。
ずっとそばにいてもいいですか？僕岡部さんのこと好きだから。まゆりちゃんへの裏切りかもしれないけど、ずっと一緒にいたいんです。
もちろんだ。
We both bear the same burden. We accept Mayuri's path, yet still live on shoulder to shoulder. Afterwards, we pass the time sitting in silence until the sky turned the color of dusk. Lukako rests her head on my shoulder. I embrace her and feel her breathing next to me. We gaze silently at the sky, and in our hearts, we pray for Mayuri's happiness in the afterlife. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry.
ねえ、岡部さん。
Lukako raises her head and breaks the silence. I can see firm resolve in her expression.
僕、まゆりちゃんにどうしても一つだけやり残したことがあるんです。
What is it?
そのせいでまゆりちゃんに悲しい思いをさせちゃいました。
やり残したこと？
Cosplay.
コスプレです。
Oh, that. These last few weeks, Mayuri was constantly asking Lukako to wear costumes she made for her. Too embarrassed to wear. I remember on the day she died.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね、絶対似合うと思う。ルカちゃんってね、マユシーがドキドキしちゃうぐらい可愛いもん。ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょ。あんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし、コスプレするとね、普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ。だからね、最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけど、ルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ。そしたらね、今より積極的な性格になってね、もしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ。
Oh god! Did we get SM for Lukako? On that day, Mayuri only talked about Lukako. Even though I took her up on my promise to bring Lukako to Komima and made her lonely, Mayuri wanted Lukaku to cosplay from the bottom of her heart.
時間を遡る装置を使ってあの日に戻れませんか？
Seriously?
戻るってお前が
Oh my god, this is gonna be good! This part is gonna be... Lukaku nods
本
firmly.
気なのか
Nobody used time machine except me. It's never failed so far, but if something does happen, it might not be reversible. Soon's test subject turned to Jellyman, something like that could happen, or she could lose her memory. Like this is a good way to see that like I say before, we only see it from Okabe's perspective because like he's the one that time travel. Now that he's going to be the observer for her. Like this is gonna be good.
危険すぎるあれは俺以外には使わせられない。
お願いします。せめて最後にまゆりちゃんに笑顔でいてもらいたいんです。僕まゆりちゃんに何もしてあげられなかったから。
だがお前はああいう場所に来るオタクのことが苦手だったはずだ。
確かにちょっと怖いです。でもそんなこと言ってられないです。それに僕は岡部さんと本当に同じになりたい。その装置を使えば因果の輪から完全に外れてしまうんですよね。それで岡部さんと同じ気持ちを背負えます。
But will Okabe like remember everything? Like when he time leap? When she time leap? Her innocent feelings warmed my heart. Lukaku truly cares about me and Mayuri. In the end, I have to grant her wish. When we get back, no one is there. Just a few days ago, Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru and I were laughing together. With Mayuri gone, nothing seems to remain from those days but dreams. The lab truly feels empty. But I hide those feelings and lead Lukaku to the development room. 42-inch CRT is turned on, so we can start the time leap when we are ready.
飛び先はいつに？
あの日の朝に前日に飛んだりするときっと僕は現実を受け止めることができなくて動揺しちゃうと思うんです。だから
She chose the morning of the fateful day so she can cosplay with a smile. But to jump on that day would take at least 3 consecutive leaps. Will she be able to get all the way to 15? But despite my worries, Lukaku remains undaunted.
無事に飛んだら俺に連絡を取るんだ。そうしたらきっと俺はお前をマユリのところに連れて行ってやる。
はい。
I cover Lukaku's head with the time leap machine headgear. Her body is clearly shaking. But that's understandable, I guess. Even I'm starting to get tense. My heart feels like it's about to explode. This is the first time leap machine experiment with a subject other than me. I can't stop thinking about the worst case scenario.
心配するな。脳が少し痛むぐらいだがすぐ収まる。
はい。
向こうについても決して取り乱すなよ。落ち着いて状況を理解するんだ。大丈夫。俺がついている。
I gently caress Lukaku's cheek. She responds with a small sigh of relief.
じゃあ行きます。
I nod and hide the shaking of my fingertip as I set the microwave timer.
きっと戻ってきますから。
ああ、待っているぞ。
I smile to Lukaku. Immediately after it, the discharge fills the room. I open my eyes wide in wonder as Lukaku's body begins to shine. The building shakes violently. The smell of ozone fills the air. The light is blinding. I can hardly keep my eyes open.
岡部さん。
Lukaku's cries suddenly cut short. After time leaping? What the?
ここは
I wasn't the one who leaped, but nevertheless I teleported to the Yanabashi shrine. Did the world line change? No, reading Steiner didn't activate, so I don't think it did. Then why? Was it because Lukaku changed the path? I look to the side, there I see Lukaku. She gets up and smiles once she notices my gaze.
写真見ますか？
写真？
What's this picture about?
行ってきたんですよ。僕、覚えてないんですか？岡部さん。急に様子が変わりましたけど。
お前が過去へ飛んで、その直後に俺はここに立っている。
Remember that, like, it only, not, he's connected to his body, like, the consciousness is different, okay?
小見間には行ってきたのか？
Once again, bursts into tears. Slowly not, she takes up a few pictures and hands it to
まゆ
me.
りちゃん、とても嬉しそうでした。
I look at the first picture handed to me. I gasp in surprise when I see what's on it.
俺もお前もはしゃぎすぎだよな。
I realize that I'm crying. In the picture, Mayuri is smiling. And we're smiling with her. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I just want to say that this actually proves one thing. It's that he will always he will always be made, not aware of the world. Okay, like in a sense that even with somebody time leap, he will not be able to like continue that view. He will just like continue with with having a distorted memory. That's what we can see from this walk from this time. Okay, so it is really, really what's the best way for me to put it? It's like no matter what, we will never run away from the original Okabe. Okay, so like we cannot see Okabe Alpha. In other words, like when it diverged, okay, like we will still follow this consciousness, okay, but we'll never see what will happen afterwards. Maybe like I do wish to see what happened if the outcome of both routes when the one that time leap and the one that continue living on that life. What? Link of corruption and rebirth completed. Wait, what? Did you see that? Wait, this is get down it. Okay. I'm just gonna save this, okay? Because I gotta make the thumbnail. Okay, so tomorrow what I'm planning is that since I can't access my one of my hard disks where I put all my games, this one is in another hard disk. Okay, so if I want to, how should I say this? If I want to stream, then without a doubt I'll have to use that hard disk. Okay, I can download Persona 4 and into that hard disk, but we'll see first how it goes. Okay, like I'll try and ask my leader if I can go a bit late today. Okay, but if not, then I will just like send my PC tomorrow. Okay, I mean on Tuesday. Okay, but if that's the case, I think like maybe take a day or two, and most probably like I'll ask to take take out the hard disk to be replaced as well. Okay, because there's 2 years warranty, and that hard disk has been giving me trouble like the past couple of days. So yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll stream Steins Gate, okay? But anyhow, I'm not sure, but just keep an eye out, okay? Yeah. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.